My never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. I see them. Yopo.
Expōse say Wontumi. So betimi ayen hwehwemu di afa asem ho no di akwa court ne ebu nipa na tan anase woni sa atumi no ene ye de sankyeremu nyia beba na afi yahwe chairman Wontumi Bernard Expōse akon the Ashanti regional chairman for the NPP wono so sabre ni nsemu a Samra boy pedifo beka say wakwakotu galamsey wakwakoye illegal mining wakwakoye irresponsible mining the assigned forest reserves and the assigned said the assigned so and the japade ahudo bebre ni nyina no eno munsu nsem etwagu a ene yebo modern ne ade bi asomwo obeka ya na se ya na omokeka school fee ni nsem ana school suno kura no ekomu wom ana ekomu dibi mo ana de na ekoso abusia me nko ba bia sansemi emu nokra a sene fata ye biem ade ama nemum ye beda ne ye ho aba ye ba pe dwumedi na hyase me nko ba bia atwan se wanko bia na oguso a wo twen se yendi inside politics jumedi enfem mu hi TBSYZ. We are also live on Power 97.9 FM. Uko Facebook a yem platform so ho at Power 979 FM and at TBSYZ. Tu betima hwe jumedi ni bi e Facebook wo hwe jumedi na dwinkyere bi e beba otim no momodi na fato ase wo mrepam ye beje bra kenkan de ama wo e wo jumedi yeso ne momo modi nkopiem e wo YouTube a XYZ broadcasting na ho so wabo modern agebra hwedwumadi bi na ade wagenkyere ato ase ye nyina ya bo modern na wo man Ghana yeyo o man Ghana nkankro so man mu beye de emu beye hwam ama me ne umieru no ya pene pomasibre kama midi de anka Brempong yankopon sha bebre yanto adwumadi no so mfam ma wo ha the minority in parliament and they are wo my press conference kasiye pa ebisa OSP kura tumi a wo se wo betimi aya asem hwehwemu na wo wie kura no a wo betimi di nipa na akwa gina eye court na fei wetimi adi na asem wana na mribi His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama ekasa e wo mrahye bedwam wo kan na nkrofo ka OSP adwuma wo ye no ensoni adwuma wo ye de ye hunu so ade adwuma na OSP yi no wo manyi bokai ebe ya nkomampani bo modern na nkayi eye special prosecutor yinadi if you say na adwuma wo ye hu so obekai kra microphone the petitions ahodo ekogu wo mampani asoye se sabedi nka OSP ye wonu nkunsan na so mampani ka say enu mra anase kwanya ye fa so ana Ghana for binumu pese ye fa enyi OSP edi no ye premature news akra ye nti wo monto obo ase na afei wo monhwehwe nsem na nsem no edu ba bi na wo say wo kwa wo mahuru kwanya wo de be fa so minority nsem wonne wo mo keka OSP ene His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama nsem wo no so kan defa OSP ho no ye hwe mo mra ye ba ye beto adwumani ni so.
Was it the mere facade? Settings. We call it settings. It's part of the settings. You are praising something in public and behind the scene you are seeking to uproot it. We are compelled to ask President Mahama, when President Mahama said that it was premature to abolish the OSP, did he really mean it? Or was that intervention designed to merely manage public relations, while the real strategy, the constitutional litigation, and the AG Supreme Court filings, the coordinated co-warranto, was allowed to proceed quietly in the background? The minority calls on President Mahama to answer that question before the Ghanaian people. What followed confirmed our worst fear. The Honorable Attorney General did not defend the state's own institution. He joined the assault on the state institution. On 8th April 2026, the AG filed submissions at the Supreme Court siding substantially with the plaintiff and argued that Parliament acted unconstitutionally when it passed Act 959, and praying the Supreme Court to declare the independent prosecutorial provisions of the Act void. And this is one situation where the defendant and the plaintiff are the same. And in musical parlance, we say, I and my shorty are one. Let the significance of this be appreciated in full. The Attorney General is the defendant in Adamte and Attorney General. He was served as a party expected to defend the state's legal framework. Instead, and sadly so, the Attorney General turned his weapon on his own client, the Republic of Ghana, and became an auxiliary plaintiff. The state's chief legal officer is now arguing in the highest court of the land that an act of parliament enacted by the People's Representative to fight corruption is unconstitutional. It is in the minority's view. It is in the minority's view an act of constitutional betrayal without precedent in the constitutional history of the Fourth Republic. When the petitions came flying, ladies and gentlemen of the media, by President Mahama's own accounts, 3 formal petitions against Mr. Kissie Jaben were submitted to President Mahama. Martin Kpebu himself disclosed to the media that the true number was as high as 15. Now, when was the last time in the history of Ghana's Fourth Republic that 15 petitions were filed against any individual, any public office holder under Article 146? The answer is 0. The grounds cited were a catalogue of grievances: incompetence, abuse of office, cronyism. One petition was filed by a database administrator at the Electoral Commission, who was at the time himself under interdiction. A detail that speaks to the quality of the petitioners and the seriousness of their complaints. The petitions were coordinated, themed, and timed to create the impression of overwhelming public dissatisfaction with an institution that was, in truth, doing exactly what it was created to do: to investigate the politically connected without fear or favor.
And to the minority in parliament, Anna Sabedi, one more ISR press conference, one more say, time crown the president of the republic. Now, Walker say, a premature, sir, the office of the special prosecutor, some Ghanaians are calling for its closure. No, now, a settings are now wasada, no person by 4 by Quambia so, or Fakonya Sebi so, now. Oyi OSP if your name no wa sheda no wo yes ade no say the be ya Ghana for hu say wono kra wo kan bi anase wo pese OSP office no enfremfri wa na yanko tie eye owura Kissie Jaben special prosecutor nankasa wo bra ye veti no ni tumi a ya de ma no ni djumadi a e wo so odi no yanti owura Kissie Jaben ensem okeka fa sensemi umra ye be to admedi ni so.
Thank you very much. Mr. Kissie, on your nomination, let me congratulate you. In your earlier responses, you touched on the relationship between the Attorney General's office and the Office of the Special Prosecutor. I see in the enactment of Act 959 that we try to provide some sort of veiled amendment of Article 88 of the Constitution, using specifically 88.4, that says that all offenses prosecuted in the name of the Republic of Ghana shall be at the suit of the Attorney General or any other person authorized by him in accordance with any law. So I assume that the amendment or the passage of this act is hiding under the phrase in accordance with any law. But can you, given your experience as a criminal law lecturer, and I believe being a law lecturer, you do remember your constitutional law also. Can you tell me what you think about Article 88.3 itself? 88.3 itself, which says that the Attorney General shall be responsible for the initiation and conduct of all prosecutions of criminal offenses. Is that the clause that we ought to have been amending?
Honorable Chair, as I stated earlier, it is clearly problematic constitutionally, and as I said, some of us expressed our views informally to the then Attorney General as to the constitutionality of the creation of the OSP. And Article 88.3, as you have identified, is the mother of this problem. And what Parliament has done is it tries to then marry with this provisions in Act 959. It tries to marry in a sort of sidewind fashion 88.3 and 88.4 by just giving the authority of the Attorney General, whether he likes it or not, in that sense, if I may be obtuse, to the OSP. So to prevent the situation where the OSP would then be always going to the Attorney General to seek his or her authority to initiate and conduct proceedings. And that is why I said that it appears then when the draftsman saw the mischief, that he hadn't really solved the mischief. He then at the back said, okay, when you finish, tell the Attorney General what you have done. There's still more work to be done. There's still more work to be done on this.
Work to be done by who? Parliament or you?
Honorable Chair, it has to be Parliament with my input and help when I'm giving the nod that we need to clean house properly to make things clearer.
Iraq is saying, Wabra, His Excellency the former President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Pauno, no Koshia, Mashebe Mfuano, Motutuna, when you may dear no Babidi, special prosecutor. Now, sadly, a year NPP for and a Ghana for Bimubisa, say, High Court, say, OSP Krano, only prosecutorial powers, only 2 million waiting to be a court, maybe a Yakoko Buana Teno. And one sense, Office of the Special Prosecutor 2018, another former President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and inaugurated yes, our time no na Ora Martinamidu, and no Woko Dano. Yenti, the former President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo Mbra, Wabra no inaugurated the Office of the Special Prosecutor, and someone were candidate office in Jumedia was an office in Ibedi. 2 million so bet me the prosecution and now so what to me for you tell him right back a better position
of the board, the confidence that this very difficult assignment is one that is going to be undertaken in all seriousness, will be done without fear or favor, ill will or malice. Because the body has not been established to be a prosecutorial agency, it's a prosecutorial agency. Taken in all seriousness, will be done without fear or favor, ill will or malice. Because the body has not been established to be a prosecutorial agency, it's a prosecutorial agency. And that therefore is very decision of the board, the confidence that this very difficult assignment is one that is going to be undertaken in all seriousness, will be done without fear or favor, ill will or malice. Because the body has not been established to be a prosecutorial agency. It's a prosecutorial agency undertaken in all seriousness, will be done without fear or favor, ill will or malice. Because the body has not been established to be a prosecutorial agency. It's a prosecutorial agency. And that therefore is very...
The former president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, in 2018, Saturday, and I inaugurated the office of the special prosecutor. Now, if you watch, let's say, Niju Media Award didn't say, "Oh, Baba Shishin Semu." Nemo Woni Satumino. The body has not been established to have prosecutorial powers. The former president Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, clear statement. Me. The actually margin says, "See, I'm a detia, some way to imagine and say, one someone, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Eka ye, actually, one kasa president, one kasa NPP abino, Abo Modi Tron Krata, and the Airbus scandal, Obeka ya. The former President John Dramani Mahama, before Obama Frisino, Airbus be a normal Equaquato, and the Airbus won't send some Equaman. Office of the Special Prosecutor say one investigation non-prosecuting every government official. I want no. Ni ho kasa Airbus in sense no. Etubaka sata no mka government official one. Government official one. Na wo mu tutu dini. Na adia na Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo nankasa. Inaugurating the office of the Special Prosecutor's office. Ekachina Ghana ni wiase nyina me yati ase say the office of the special prosecutor has not been established to have prosecutorial powers. A sit down and was central Nkata command say, and you can move was so ye, a ye Airbus no, and to one you will be on the boom no open court. I told you, Mikasa, or my yasa yanim bray. Asa Ghana, yanim bray, asa, a good idea, asa yanim yashawa brabum. Asa yenti ya wasi nemum abribia no de be favor yen no ho no ne ye de energy ni kro enti enade ya me ne wode kasa ya Accra High Court aba ahye se a case biara and the office of the special prosecutor one ho no of done from attorney general no ana ekobane sa se the Accra High Court a chem so oni prosecutorial powers no na Dankwa Akufo-Addo so kan ye inti ekwan ben so ana court ahodo a eye the office of the special prosecutor wo timide nkrofo ko ho ekodi o masem no eye epemra ben ye kwan ben no mo fa so gina so yes ade no wo breko o mampani aka se sa office no any prosecutorial powers et se ora senior office of the special prosecutor wo mu describe ya che se se anade de Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo kan ye no not to senka the operation recover all loot no sanka NDC abayi and the commercial bejem ekwaje mra kakra de tare netia anka ora anka one special prosecutor anka majima ne yepe because ora doesn't prosecute oyen hwehwemu wansem no mu a the corrupt cases one more edi grim one more edi katase se pro ye kankan ewo man mu afọ man ni sika o man ne japade edi agu omo no ora yen hwehwemu a nank wa maso no dia ma attorney general to aso prosecute them and let's go and yes sana na wo say the office of the special prosecutor oye enti ayedie na sisa ye ayedie na ba ya afenie the office of the special prosecutor had prosecutorial powers and took people to court and won some of the cases. The Akoban is saying Sasani attended say dia assembly the office of the special prosecutor will really ya wodi kunimno and null and void and stand bio because so we need to me so the back prosecuting now what to make them court na wadi nkunim na fe ababe dedi sampa woni sa tumi no a court a wode me coin and stand dio enyina enti empanifuo court ahodo akase asemu anana da kwakufu ado kan no 2018 no obi anim wo hwe anase du ba bi no yasesa mra no masama mi bisa no say president of the republic in the time and almost set it up the office of the special prosecutor or your inauguration was it the office has not been established to have prosecutorial powers loud and clear. That's the video on the bunch now war it said you will gun and you will show me and I will tell me who be so say and you command the saying ana OSP etimide nkrofo quarter wotimi kodi hunkunim ekoba ne sen mesumi bi sabi enti se OSP timi ko wini case bi ana yebu obi kunfa ana sabre yakobo nu power enti yakwa konyane ne dia ba say no only prosecutorial powers and wo be ye enti se see it doesn't stand again that ruling doesn't stand again mumra okofa na twinya ba o so man we yankeka ye ho kakra ye ma no kura ne pepepe ye eni anim kakra anya the minority NPP for the year no because one president kura ma omo ya we say the office of the special prosecutor doesn't possess any prosecutorial powers. The minority I want my press conference way can say we shall crown one His Excellency the President what can say kwanya Ghana for be pay say yam pamo special prosecutor no premature meaning na settings ana the minority and so my president Emma ya aware my president Emma the office of the special prosecutor ya aware say they don't have prosecutorial powers. But on the NPP, OSP to me court and we need cases. So what change? Wakwemu nana danko kufado kasa yeno. Ediye necessary wakwemu ya demand the OSP. Ema di benya prosecutorial powers. Ayade adia. Ntino debi amekao. These people, the NPP. Womo ya no mako kokone womo babo modi ya kwatifi no mako hunu nsuo no a womo bedua na afo a no matwe omukom ensuo ya ahuru de eye ho na ahunu no enso ya omo a ano mako kokone ene dia mo pa ne se ka mo bete saaji wani mo na mo yes settings mo na mo yes setup nanka o mampani John Dramani mama o ampa Ghana fo bisa o ya nya petition ba ko menu ko ni abeka say because said the office of the special prosecutor fighting corruption no His Excellency the President John Dramani mama ni NDC aban no person be fighting enti wayi na di enti one kasa no a ogina na so tira say dabi ni pamo Ghana fo person pamo special prosecutor ye premature no ayet ben dia ma NPP for ayet yare and ya ma NPP for no so aba be ye omo BP a ene wo mu ye ye friend say press conference was say me ho monim de da no say the office of the special prosecutor now only prosecutorial powers. I am asking the NPP etini de nyina na mo president na nda kwa kufa do okasa na nya dia even members of parliament na mutie na nda kwa kufa do the former president of the republic na okasa NPP for na mo na sebedwam na asem ne na maso chi na monte na montie mo mampani anyi san kan sembi wa mo nka and sane ma wa mi hu a na mani awu ama mo honestly sami hunu samu propaganda mu jandam mu nsamwa ewu yie bi say ya na mani awu ama me na ma fere di ama mo samu ye mra se bejafo na mu gum wani ma sesei mu mampani e de no kan fa the office of the special prosecutor ho wo bra no inaugurate no that is a video I played and so wo abegyina nim ekuta nkrata kind wa de enso wonni mpo se wa mampani wo katre the office of the special prosecutor say they don't have prosecutorial powers enyemo de ba ya agenda ana omampani pese opamo special prosecutor wo pese wo ye no say obesi wo ontimi nya hwe so de be ya ontimi fight corruption na was a special prosecutor fight corruption na so nka yemoa anka mumu ba kokora nyina bonten say special prosecutor say ye man prosecutorial powers na ko nya adwuma anka none of you NPP for the minority, none of you ananka barisa anka mutimi gina bonten a microphone ne camera simo so a mo kasa, none of you amemo ambebu 8 years monchira media ne wunim monchira media ne hoson mumu bin chira media wani o my Ghana bone I'm just asking the one fa wo man ni sika no wani time o NDC aban ehebo ewo opposition se wo mo ba operation recover all it wo mo de betete past government officials are woman and we are man sika so mo botom. The now foreign minister Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa abeka kire say out of 36 cases a woman yenhwehwe mo dia fa NPP from ho out of 36 cases na ora abomodin atenase anya documentation anya correct document a confirm the maye no se Ghana kaso wo jiska no se NDC abaika so wo jiska no se Excellency President John Dramani Mahama wo mo si wo mo bom no ma jiska no a wo man Ghana betimi anya over $20 billion at the 36 cases mo. You want somebody to fight corruption and you think say will be stripping or be off the prosecutorial powers so they may ultimately fight corruption because mumu na mudi ni siso amre no yegusu hwani mu yegusu twen currently there is an ongoing the more eba from the grassroots ewo mu NPP for and you can man who do a better idea. All the scandals has been listed. Someone here my isika, what for my japadie. What your mind Ghana, Yamu, dear, more pen of your mind here. Grassroots to be say, Abayan yourself, Obaya, one more tear, and Monteso. Very soon, Mubu Macachamo, Dako Mube Piano. Namna sebe dwamno grassroots Ghana amabo ma say big and before dako pe muba PF na sebe I am the grassroots president and Brempong minimum command me grassroots wo mo bi minimum sama mo ne meka Brempong ye bese wonni anim ye bese ye nkoye sa dwumade away if you are truly the grassroots president and I'm ready adie bi ekwan bi aye be fa so a NPP for dream katase se pro ye kan ye ba so o man Ghana ye nsabetumi aka ye sika ne Ghana ye japade me en ka Brempong I'm ready. I will take the lead. Grassroots follow. Let's go. That's what the master bedroom. More malusu mu seat ma kwatle te fie ana wo man yi sika mo fa sam wu pudu mo tifie na mudi. Mo sorry bia na mo side problem obra aban no. Ye no muti ko mo pepepe. No kure said ye sene fata. Abri bia ye beka kire Ghana ni no. Me say eye dawubo. And then you men go wa wo hwe me tie me ye wa wo tie me nso tie me ye ebi okuna bi no anya media o dabi the most dangerous thing about me out to my Ghana have you and say wo bibiara a wo ka NPP amamwo ho from 2017 up to 2025. So that's who NPP. So we free NPP mako dwani krofufuo bi. Omobua. Amambofo nkwa. Amambofo nkwa. Ni papa ba kokura ni adwene pa ni ba kokura tiri mu a. Wo wonsusu ye pa bi di ma oman no. Wo mre koso no. Nsema ebe bie so akere mu wo kasafidie so no. Ebe ye mo nwanwa. Ade afa NPP ho no. Wo yem be sew. Wo be suro. Wo ti party ni di nkura wo be dwane. Nan kan tumpo se ade achi. O sore ni etu aba na wo ko salai. Wo ko to aba ma NPP. Emre wom. Yebe ko so preach. Yebe ko so bodelo. How dangerous the NPP is. And no Ghanaian. Huh? Me, thank you, Brempong. Me. Say, see, I'm with you. I dare you, me, and they say, NPP, BB, number who say, Nipa, I could play Jaho, me, who Panama, me, Yamasame. See, Ghana, maybe Gusu or Kromwa, or supporting NPP. Like Ghana, ni, or mine now, Akumaso. Ondo Ghana. Opa unkwa opesa minkuminya. But I am a de. Dodo na ehu no kura no. Dodo na ati ase. Woman mi say NPP intimi mo my Ghana bio. Omi amambofo. Won be say kuro no. Say the excellency the president aba, we be push. Hwe niam a wo yeye ewo krom wa. Abi mi betra so 1 year o be say ni nyina. 1 year. Abusaye to adwumade no so mfama wa ha ene appeals court wa bo eye Bernard Antwibu Asiako dodo na friend chairman Wontumi the Ashanti regional chairman for the New Patriotic Party wa bo ne nsema to agu a anka Bernard Antwibu Asiako ekwakwa presse anka appeals court momodin na the case ekwoso high court no all what na na se wo ma no enyina ho mo nto a case ni so ni Nanka want to the boss na nyema bi wo ha want to be ye ni ba sabre de da bi court ne se da bi o se want to be go back to the appeals court on the lawyer the lead counsel lawyer and the appeal could be wo nko na sabre de ensema hodo na intansa hodo the office of the attorney general and minister for justice wo mo de akọ high court say want to be summer boy concessions ahodo a wo ho a wo man krofo kwan ma wo mututu galamse basa any sense as any sense yo any self forest no sabre de sentence ni nyina a attorney general de abo high court no wontumi ni lawyer anko na fe wo mo so wo mo fa wo mo sem wo betimi de yi sensem ya no so wo susu ampa se attorney general nsem o kan ni so nim a betimi agina de abu na tanya wo mo nkono mo ya no ye video ni na ye ba ye ba to media so ya ma
so the earlier one the court does not agree with us. The court says that the application for stay is refused, which means that indirectly two options, either repeat it or go back to the instant court to prepare our witness statements and continue with the case and see the outcome of the case itself. So in a nutshell, this ruling brings us to the end at the Court of Appeal in respect of the application for stay.
Is there a decision to go up?
We'll have to go back to the chamber and look at the options, and then we will let you know which line of action we'll take. For now, like I said, we are open to two lines of action. One is to go up to the Supreme Court, and the other is to go down to the High Court to continue the proceedings.
When you say either or, is it your point that filing of your witness statement is hinged on your decision whether to go to the Supreme Court or not?
Exactly. If we decide to go to the Supreme Court, we will then proceed to the Supreme Court and pursue the matter there. If we decide to go back to the High Court to continue the proceedings, so we do. So the options are open to us. So we'll go to the chamber, discuss with our client, and then we'll consider the next line of action.
lawyer and the appeal could be a lead counsel the ma Bernard and Expōse the donor friend chairman Wontumi the Ashanti regional chairman for the New Patriotic Party and as I watch church in same appeals court I can one more crown one more and one more person Supreme Court. Lawyer and the appeal could be and the legal team they ma Wontumi they are just buying time. They are just buying time. And why be na me yano? Ye mrano ye court no loopholes wo hododo. Attorney General bon tansa. Me en to Brempong ametie wo di assembly akobo me, wo di we abo me, wo di we abo me, wo di we abo me. Akodu court. Me say assembly enyamia e wo se mitimi yi me ho ano. Ada na Wontumi dwane afi wu say en tansa wodo a the Attorney General Minister for Justice one dia Bruno high court no aden wo so be ya no na nanu asem ane say ma filing no case ma asem no case ya ka bibia Wontumi say no case etimi dwane akọ appeals court kra appeals court and stop it sa proceedings na ekọ so kra high court no we are just buying time. See the grassroots they are getting impatient. The grassroots, the masses edu abatu obra womo ko salai ahumati womo de gallon womo de buo womo de dunsi womo de wia ekotwam ebi de chalk ebi twa lie ekotu abano they are getting impatient. Yenim koma yedi ni wabonten yenim sama yetie and yenyina ye wo kromwa ade a Wontumi galamsey niema ya yade abon ntanse ade ode ye wo kromwa on live television one TV station na oyi god bass e wa Asante Unikom Kumasi ni wayi ni nyina yesa galamsey ya wo fa sa akwanyi so ese Ghana forest bebre ese Ghana sase ama onya the backing of the former president na Dankwa Akufo-Addo be jira na ti Wontumi onya galamsey bia akonta mining enya de onya galamsey. Your Excellency me si fia watra de am de ya me kanipa wo mo bomba ya kire Nyankopon se wo ma ni ncha ahode wom because obetra wodi wani ahwe na Dankwa Akufo-Addo former president obetra wo say wodi wani be hwese Ghana eye bio. When Ghanaians were complaining, when people were complaining, say, Wontumi ye galamsey or they are contaminating. Ye galamsey was say Ghana forest reserves or say Ghana and so now Dankwa Akufo-Addo as president then Bekache Ghana for say I can tell you that Akunta mining is not involved in illegal mining. And you're the one that's you're the one some Akwakoda High Court. Said you Wontumi ye onya no keke se ampa maye anasa menye Wontumi se no case into oni hweka into okwa appeals court say appeals court hot proceedings akoso Accra court no an appeals court about agu say the lead counsel for Bernard and Expōse chairman Wontumi lawyer and the appeal court kasa say one more person we do manage Supreme Court and actually they are buying time. They are buying time. One more tomre. Santo Krona did I am no. One more tomre. Eti Wunisika Sabre Anaka why you want to be the Anka would them. Because the Bia Bia Sika Bako appeals court, Obako Supreme Court, Ofa lawyer, Eti Wunisika better what is segment. By this time I was saying that the Ghana for me Wontumi bra wabon okromwa Exim Bank yes 50 million Ghana cedis wakwakwaje wode kodo brofo sika na ma wakwakwaje koko road contract ahodo wanye wode sika no amuguta document muguta sane ma ewu nyina nkrata ahodo Wontumi na mabonche gede again what did you then what you enti ebede na abobi hu obi a wono waba betina ba mu sesi ano ebede na abonu hu say okoye illegal mining okoye irresponsible mining okoye galamsey a aban bi betimi achenatum ebe ye den nibisa ebe na bobi eti ye hwe the grassroots we are monitoring the Wontumi asemi edebeba the other past officials of the NPP dream kata second kind kronu a ekọ so under the NPP no ye hwe the ebefu media ba because we the grassroots ye nyam da ye be use this NPP government as a precedent ye be ma obi a wa ba betena ban yi no wo be da ne ho so se da bi se wo fa kwati kwan so se wo fa kwani asem bi a wo so na wo di ye wo man sika and now the for manager padia to for the youth especially woman prefer ma eti ye ne di sense me achipa ya told me the ensudi ama ebusia the national coordinator for school feeding secretariat wawuram ene wonemu okasoa ene ne patem wo bra school abie na propaganda ni bi na mase na jandam ni bi na mo aduane kura ni school feeding no kura yamre se wo mo nye ne papa ana enye ni ye aduane ni ho Hajia Fati Fogo and waye the national coordinator for school feeding secretary okopie mo kaswa school should be a ebie na wani media enya engagement yanka kwan ya ofa so wo monitor school se bie ani nuane amofra no be school momra yento ye ba beto aso.
Schools resumed today, and as part of my normal routine I'm here to actually monitor to see whether the caterers have been able to start with the delivery of the service on the reopening day. We are currently here at Zion Cluster of Schools at Yanyanu, Kaswa, Kakraba. So I think what I've come to see here is that they don't have a cooking area on the premises, that is a kitchen or a shed. The caterer cooks from the house and then brings to serve the children here. I did a follow-up to the house to see whether the environment under which the food is prepared is okay or not. We also came here to see how the food is being served to the children. In terms of quality and the food being balanced, I think it's okay. But in terms of quantity, we've just advised them to see if they can increase the quantity a bit. We all know the grant used to be 1 cedi 50 pesos per people. It's been increased to 2 cedis per people. So we expect that there should be an improvement in terms of quantity.
Engolani didi. Engolani komo ni obia womo didi. Aduane wo ho. Enti se wote se obi di ye jandam obi di twantra entie no. The Hajia Fati a ye fogo watch it and on Mufano Mami a common new be a told media Nisudia Mawa. The Honorable Minister for Energy and Green Transition, a Honorable John Jinapo, Wama Casa. Now was say, Dum so be any Gana, and Yandia problem be our name of NCSC. Ekwaso wo manum enti area wo pattern se wo kanya ni dumwa mama oyemo hwe se eyedum so nemum eye nsiesi a wo mo ye e wo transformers ni machines ni bi ayemre se be ye ni obenya stable power ye ntie ne mra
debi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good se open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases PENDREAM TV.